Yeah, next. Move on.
Oh, good.
That's probably fair comment, Pseudo. And that's the killer thing, that in an effort to make stuff safe, it often dilutes what made it particularly good in the first place. So yeah, I think you're probably right there. Aardvark, good evening, old boy.
Oh no, pseudonym and Aardvark in the same chat. Don't cross the streams.
They'll be fine.
So, right, we're playing at my home stadium this match. So we've got the free bribe. We just quickly flick through the opposing team. So team roster for him. He's gone 4 Black Orcs, 4 Blitzers, a thrower, and 2 linemen. He's clearly played a game and drawn it. He's gone for Varag, Ghoul Chewer. And he's got 140k left. And a wizard. Varag and a wizard. And there's the hiccups again. Yeah. I really want. Do you know what I really want? I really want a slice of cheese toast. I really need a toast. Really need a troll. Yeah, Zachary does. Pro Orc teams take a troll. Well, there's Varag.
Yeah, but yet the Twin Peaks series wasn't a remake, though, was it? It was a much delayed sequel, and that was supposed to be pretty good. I know I'm gonna ostracize myself a little here. I wasn't a huge fan of the original Twin Peaks. I just didn't get sucked in originally, and so I didn't watch the remake. But everything that you read about it says, yeah, it was good. It's good. It's a good point, though, that with a lot of TV shows, if they're successful, that they just don't want to stop making them. I mean, there's any number of American shows that would have been a lot better if they'd ended them earlier than they did. I mean, Lost the plot. Walking Dead arguably is going around a bit in circles. Homeland, a bit longer than it needed to be. 24, they were massively recycling the plots. You know, it was the same old. They should have done maybe 3 or 4 series tops and stopped. Prison Break, that was another one. Starting to get quite a bit of Dexter, yeah.
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy went on a bit long. Boardwalk Empire was good, I thought, though. That was that 5 seasons, and that was just about nicely finished off. Yeah, Sopranos was good. Like Sopranos, like The Wire. Pseudo. That reality shows aren't an American disease, mate. I don't know about European TV, but certainly in the UK, reality shows are all over the shop. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica was good. I did like that.
Didn't they have only had 4 seasons though? I did like the spin-offy second season where they went and met the original Cylons. They were good. I like that. Baking shows you're a UK disease. Yeah.
Don't watch them. Terrible.
Well, I don't watch TV at all. Actually, I watch everything on the Tinterwebs. Oh, so it was nice, and it's still nice. It's just a little nicer than it was.
And have you? I know a lot of you folks have got Amazon Prime because you very kindly subbed to us. Have you all watched Preacher? Just finished watching the 2nd season of that. That's good. Do like Preacher.
I didn't even realise our telly didn't work. That's how little I I don't watch TV. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Right. So I'm going to just quickly talk through what I'm looking at doing here.
Please do.
I will dodge. So I've put two of the Blodge vampires on the line of scrimmage. I am gambling a little here that Blodge holds up. Because if it holds up, then I'll come away from this with genius. If it doesn't hold up, it's going to hurt.
Yep. So we're giving. Sorry, Andy. I'm talking about TV again. That's what the chat's talking about.
It's alright.
It's my fault. How did we get on the TV? I think it was because we're talking about films and then remakes.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon, we feel your pain. This team was also lost a Blodge vampire. Count backwards.
Yeah, it was coming along great guns, this team, and then all of a sudden, not so much.
Pseudo, yes, indeed. That is the man himself, or the orc himself. That's Varag. It's a nice model, that, isn't it? Looks like it means business.
Yeah, it's not bad, that. Push that there. If we don't get the knockdown, push that there. Okay. Right.
Kurgle. I tuned in to Darvo TV about half an hour before the show started. Brackets, like I usually do. And we were streaming you, Kurgle, who in turn was streaming bloody combat prams.
Oh,
Did you have a nice time?
shouldn't be allowed that.
It looked a bit confusing.
Shouldn't be allowed
So
to stream that.
you and Jimmy were locked in a fascinating conversation about whether certain weapons will or won't get nerfed and all that sort of stuff.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah, Expanse was good, wasn't it? I like that. That was good. Oh, do you know, I'm really peckish now.
Go on, eat something then. There we go. Right.
Okay, so. Now, for the first time ever, we've got 4 Vamps on the field.
We have.
We have. We are welcoming Sundisk to the team.
We are. Oh, there's
See you,
Varag.
Varag. See ya. Thanks for playing. Don't hurry back. You just take a seat. Take the weight off.
Now I was actually going to foul him there. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, I'm very, very, very tempted to make the flank weaker and let him run down the flank. Because by asking him or offering him the flank to run down, I can be naughty. And I'd quite like to be naughty. So I'm going to leave that as have some free space and I'm going to punish you.
Well, he's being shepherded, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's almost you could have set up a string of cones down there just to funnel it.
Yeah. What's it called? Is it called a gambit in chess? I think when you give someone some free stuff now and then you have to claim it back later. You snatch it back. Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Of course, Gambit was also Mike. What's his face's character in
X-Men?
the new Avengers.
Oh. I quite like X-Men.
Gareth Hunt played him. Used to advertise coffee. Gareth Hunt.
Oh, did he?
This is the 70s. You won't remember the new Avengers.
Oh, well, say
a very young Joanna Lumley.
Say remember, I wasn't alive in the 1970s. Any of them.
Well, that's the problem that I think Gareth faced for much of his life, Pseudo, that everybody did think he was a little bit of...
Am I going to go for the sack now? Well, it is there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. No, I'm not. I'm going to trap him a bit more. Let's make sure he's wholeheartedly committed to this stupid course of action before we punish him for it.
Ramos, no, Diana Rigg was in The Avengers with just her and Patrick McNee. She was Mrs. Peel. Mrs. Emma Peel, she played. This was that was a late '60s TV show, early '70s, and then they had a follow-on, like a sequel to it that they called The New Avengers. So Patrick McNee continued, and they added Gareth Hunt as Mike Gambit and Joanna Lumley as Purdy. She was Ali.
Okay, so I'm just pondering. I want to block one of these over and hypnogaze and trap the other. So let's do this. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. He's stunned. Good. Okay, so he survived. Now we might get a foul on the Black Orc here if this is a knockover. It is.
Oh, Joe, what are you doing? Joe's 3-0 up with his peasants. What's this, some sort of revolution you've got going on there? Bet the Chaucer are furious, are they?
I'm not giving away a 5 assist. Giving up a 5 assist foul here.
Pseudo, we talked about Pro and its place in the Vamp team. It's a nice to have skill, but really would honestly go with block dodge as the first 2 skills almost without exception on vampires.
Yep.
It's handy for sure. It's got benefits, but blodge is more, I think. Peasants are indeed revolting. Sickening, isn't it? I think because the vampires, you quite heavily rely on the mobility of the vamps themselves, and so this is where blodge really comes in. You don't want to be toe-to-toe fighting that much, and with bloodlust, because you're moving the vamps sparingly, Pro takes up a valuable slot. Block, dodge, and then you want a smattering. You need somebody with tackle. You'd like a mighty blow guy. There's too many other skills that just that little bit better.
Alright, I'm going to blitz with this vampire. Because why not?
Because why not, indeed, yes.
Oh, gee. Was that double one? Must have been. Yeah, it was. Double one.
It was. Snake Eyes. Oh, nightmare. Well, that was almost extremely elegant.
Yeah, it was alright. Oh well. Oh well. He should have pushed me. He should have pushed me to one. I think this coach is new. He should have pushed me to one of these squares.
Oh, Pseudo, not in any way disagreeing. Pro definitely is helpful.
Yeah.
I'm just making the argument. I think other skills are more necessary earlier on,
Yeah.
but it certainly helps vampires. The other thing that it's pretty decent for is killer whites, killer orcs, blitzers. Killer pieces in general that don't have claw. Pro's quite handy for like cheeky greed rerolls, basically
Yeah.
on blocks.
Oh,
Yeah, Stotty, yes. A frenzy vamp is very much on the cards. It's almost like you've seen Andy play before.
yeah. White Robert says, why should he have pushed those squares? Because he only got 1 dice there when he should have had 2 dice because of the way that the assists were working. So my vampire was helping protect his friend. Oh, he's gone full potato. Potato.
Oh, now, well, it's instantly something of a risk because you've got 2 dice on the ball with just a simple 2+ dodge.
Oh, he's just 1 dice powered me. Disgusting.
Hang on, it'll bring Badass the Orc round, I think, and park him round the back of Tomo.
He will, but we are vampires, and such things mean nothing to us.
Evening, Hawk Nudie, how are you?
So, oh man, I have to hypno from.
Yeah, that does sound like one of those testing games, Hawk Nudie. You have our sympathies. That's Blood Bowl, though, isn't it? Well, you've got a choice of 2 here, really, haven't you?
Yeah.
Night, Bob. Sleep well, mate.
I'm just wondering if I can surf something at the same time. So you can block him, you can push him there, and have both of those squares filled. No, I might be able to get. No, because I can't fill both in. Alright, so no. I was looking at it, it can't be done, I shan't try and do it. Fine. Fine, whatever. I need one of these thralls back here.
Clapman re-rolled it, mate.
So you can then get out. That'll be a 2 if you get the hypno there. So I need to go from there. So I need something to bite there. Oh, is he talking about the thingy team?
No, Clapman was asking what would have happened if Bushranger had bloodlusted when he went to hypnogaze that blitzer.
Bite the stunned guy on the floor.
Or Bob, yeah, like the sling on the floor. That would have worked as well. Muir, not necessarily. Agility teams thinking Dark Elves, High Elves, Wood Elves benefit massively from doubles because they get guard on a double often.
Yeah.
In fact, strength teams, it depends which ones you're talking, and they're all kind of different. But Chaos, for example, you arguably can ignore doubles on Chaos Warriors, arguably, as their natural choice skill set works just fine. You could argue similarly for Orc Blitzers. If you want to make a killer, you don't need any doubles. Beastmen can benefit from doubles, however. depends what they've got really, but stuff like diving tackle springs to mind as are definitely beneficial. If they've got agility, then long legs and leap becomes a thing. The problem is when answering these sort of questions that folks pose, bear in mind, please, folks, that Blood Bowl is a very subjective game that happy to offer you opinions and preferences, but that's what they are. They're not statements of fact as this way is the only way and everything else is wrong.
Yeah.
It's rarely the case. I mean, obviously there are some daft skill picks, like you'd never take leap on a rat ogre, for example.
Thick skull on a Chaos Warrior first skill. Yeah, you can do it, but it's a terrible first pick.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, you've got arguments like taking, say, dodge on Black Orcs.
Yeah, it can be fine. That dodge on Black Orcs can absolutely be fine. It'd be a brilliant fourth skill, wouldn't it? Because you've already got block, you've already got guard, you've already got stand firm, and now I've got dodge. You'd be quite pleased with that. Is it a good first skill pick? No, because it doesn't help them do what they need to do. And it's stuff like that happens all the time in Blood Bowl, doesn't it? It's some skills are have a synergy. Some skills are just better than others. There's all that sort of stuff to consider.
Steve asks, is there any player you would take thick skill on? Personal opinion, probably no. But then thick skull is one of those a little bit like dump off that if you get it for free, cracking, but you would probably not pick it.
Yeah.
As a freebie, it helps a bit, but you wouldn't choose it over other more useful stuff.
Yeah. Muir saying, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, he's being mean. That's not very nice.
Steel Drake, this Vamp team started with 3 vampires, and the maximum amount would work to. If this was a private league where your team value was less of an issue, 5 or 6 would probably be fair. But as this is Champ Ladder, 4, possibly 5 towards the end.
Yeah.
But 4 works. If you've got 3 or less, you tend to get into problems that to do vamp stuff, you probably want to hypnotize somebody, then blitz somebody, and then retrieve the ball, and that takes 3. And the vampires are the best players you've got capable of doing those 3 activities. So I'd say 4 on the pitch is probably ideal. That's as far as I'm willing to go on the matter. Larry saying hello, buddy. How are you?
Oh man, I'm conflicted. I want to surf something. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to surf something. Style points. Everyone likes style points.
But gotta get the ball.
Yeah, that's secondary. Secondary.
I don't know, Pseudo. I can't remember seeing any suggestions of a build like that. Yep, I'm afraid the fans are completely behind you, Andy, that the surf is greater than the ball. There's no style points for merely winning.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, Nerves of Steel, I think, for me, is another one of those skills. If you've got it for free, smashing, but it's not that tempting a pick to take.
This one doesn't have any skills.
Yeah, I mean, Eric Bamer as House Rules go, that's a reasonably sensible one. It's probably not game-breaking, and it elevates them to a bit more competitive than they already are. But, Pablo, yeah, that's right. That's why I mentioned that for this team, it will be 4 Vamps with possibly a 5th later on. The problem you've got is if you go for 5 Vamps at your development stage, first of all, you're trying to skill 5 players rather than 3 or 4. But the other problem you've got is that you've bumped up your team value. So instead of playing 13, 14, 1500 TV orcs and elves and whatever, you run the risk of drawing out the hat the 2K killer teams, which Vamps do not thrive against. So a lot of it is careful on the TV front, as you want to avoid the death on a stick teams. And let's face it, this season and probably next season, there's plenty of dwarves out there.
Yep. Right, so we've only got 1 dice here. So I'm going to leave that little problem for the time being. Let's take this 2 dice.
Lil Vaz says you're going to have to join Surfers Anonymous, Andy. The first step is admitting that you have a problem, then push someone over.
I haven't got a problem. I haven't. But I haven't got a problem. I like doing it.
Never mind the ball. I want to push him into the crowd.
Yeah. Right. Do I? What happens if I get it wrong? If I get it wrong, nothing massive. If I get it massively right, no, he's actually better off being marked than he is not. So even though we've got block in this occasion, I don't fancy pushing him to there because he's easy to then get out of. Nah, we'll leave him where he is. So, yeah. I love Vamps. These are so much fun. It's like, I think of it, it's like playing chess where you get to pick up 3 or 4 of your opponent's pieces and just temporarily take them off the board. Then have your turn, then put them back again. Except if your opponent fucks up, you don't put them back. It's brilliant. That surf wasn't there if I was playing anything other than Vamps.
I like the Vamps. I like watching them. Vilnitz, that is extremely good team names there. What's the team actually called themselves? I couldn't see on that link, but I'm guessing it's things Rick Astley will never do. Oh, they're called Never Gonna. Right, excellent. Yes, very good.
It's like chaos with agility and fancy plays, but no mutations. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. I like them because they're not quite like anything else. That when it all flows, they can pull off some real outrageous nonsense. But they can equally just have a complete car crash. So you know.
Yeah. But at this TV, they shouldn't have massive car crash games. Should be alright. Right, so.
He's done reasonably well to rally the Orcs round back north because you can see the obvious play that Zing is going to pick up the ball and try and leg it. He's brought Orcs around to try and get in the way. Are we going to have enough pace that we can thwart that and just let Zing go on his merry way?
Yeah, be fine.
Yeah, be fine on it. Be fine with that.
Fine. Do I fancy the blitz? Go for it.
It's a good question, Grindle. Let me have a quick inventory of the thralls. I'll let you know. Grindle, you are alive. You're on fast 5-star player points, and you're currently chanting up Florence in the dugouts there, mate. So you are perfectly safe. No one's going to bite you there.
That's frustrating.
Oh, be gentle. Oh, shatter dice. Sorry. It's a bit rough, wasn't it? It's a bit rough. It's a bit rough there.
Yeah, rougher than it needed to be, I think.
Well, Count Slowly Descends, one of our oldest vampires, so he's very, very strong. Very strong.
Let's do it this way.
Don't worry, Shattered Ice, you will live to love another day.
Fell from there. Okay, we're sending 30 Bob Face into space so I can then move a vampire wherever I want to go next turn. Can be a little bit greedy and throw a foul now, and then go and attempt to recover the ball afterwards. Okay, that's good.
Bit greedy, but worth it.
Yeah. Oh, we've been sent off, have we?
Not so much worth it.
Yeah.
And still worth it.
Yeah, that's alright. Okay, right. You alright?
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Oh no, sorry. It's a good lady just came in to say hello.
Hello.
I'll try and hypnogaze that as well.
Grindle, were you going with Princess Bride there, or is that just coincidence? If you were, respect. Oh, some discus got the ball, look.
Yeah, just pondering whether I want to be against the edge with him. I don't think it'd be alright. I think it'd be alright. So, yeah.
Nice one,
Are
Grindle.
you coming to say hello? No? Okay. You can't do that just off screen. You're not allowed to. Ouch.
Oh dear.
Oh well. Right. Here we go. Oh, he's powder blodgy one. That's a bit annoying.
Oh, careful, he's quite old.
It is. Count slowly to 10.
I know.
What's she doing off screen? That's for me to know and you to wonder, Gruff. Shush you. Oh
Could
dear.
be Caldo, couldn't it, this day and age?
Yeah, it could be anything. Twerking. They think you're twerking. She's making cupcakes. It could be that pseudonym. You're right, actually. Yeah, she could be making cupcakes just off camera.
What, in the bathroom?
Yeah, it'd be weird, wouldn't it? It'd be weird if she was making cupcakes off camera.
No.
Hopefully she's fixing the orb. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, give her a screwdriver and tell her to crack on. Fash. Oddity, good evening. You alright, mate?
Oh dear. Right. So we need a bit of space. That's not my relationship advice. That's just so. Right. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I've just had an email from WeBuyAnyCar.com.
All right. Are they buying your car?
Well, I'm not selling it, so good luck to them.
All right. We'd like to buy anycar.com. WeWar.com.
Oh, for that, they can sod off. It's worth more than that. Tilted around. We know that the offers we give you are revisable, but for people who can't be asked to go to a main dealer and say, "What will you give us for this, mate?" Here's a derisory offer for your motor car.
Fantastic.
Fashbinder says that's now
Is Fash being naughty?
Fash. That isn't how we presented this piece of opinion, is it? Do you remember the bit, the disclaimer part, where we very clearly stated that all of this is subjective opinion and other opinions are valid and available. All we said was we wouldn't take pro as a first skill on a vampire, and that was all. We said it was useful, perhaps later on.
Let's re-roll that.
Steve, stop being difficult.
There we go. Do you know what you realise? Vampires are fucking slow.
What was the last word?
Slow.
Oh.
Oh well. Yeah, this is going alright, isn't it? It's going alright.
Sean is too wise to fall for these cheap lies. He knows the esteem in which he's held on this channel.
He's like a lion, isn't he?
He's an icon.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, how broken would Fast Vamps be? Very broken. That is definitely true.
Don't listen to them, Shawnee. They're just jealous.
Well, no, I think you do have fantastic hair.
Ali, everybody makes tea with milk first, though, don't they?
Tea with milk. What? No, they don't. No one puts the milk into the tea first.
You put the milk in the cup before the tea.
No, you don't. You put the tea in first. Then you let it to stew for a minute. And then you put the tea in.
True.
No, because, you know, when you've got a teapot, when you've got a teapot, that's what you do.
Yes, you pour a little milk into the cup. When the tea is brewed, you add the tea to the milk and the teacup.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah. Well.
Hang on. These Philistines putting milk in last.
Well, that went well, didn't it? That went ever so well. Normally I don't get to say that on this show. Fucking hell. Well done, Andy. Well, thanks very much, Andy. Right, we'll blitz our way out of this shit. Follow up, so we don't have to dodge. And off we trundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do a go for it, just because we don't want to have to do it next turn. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there. He's going to be one of the squares.
There you go. I draw your attention to step 5, which reads: take your teacup and saucer, preferably of English bone china, pour a little milk into the cup, milk first, and then fill with clear, hot, amber liquid of life, add sugar to taste, and there you are. There you are. Dear. Right, what else should we sort out today? Gruff, how can it be wrong? It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Chile-L, hello buddy, how are you?
Oh dear, double one again. I say
But
again.
I've got a teapot. In fact, Andy, you've seen my teapot, haven't you?
I have, yeah. He puts the milk in that as well.
No, you put the milk in the cups. In the jug.
Oh dear. Still.
Yeah, Fash, but rice and tea are totally different things, mate. Pseudonym, we get iced peach tea. It's a bit of a novelty. And let's face it, it's better than Coca-Cola, isn't it?
Coca-Cola's really bad for you. Really not very good.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Really
Oh well.
bad.
Oh well.
Quite like it, but it's
Still bad for
terrible
you.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iced
Like
tea is
Guinness.
vile. Yes, Gruff, I completely agree. Iced tea is not cool.
Oh, iced tea's all right.
What?
Quite like iced tea.
No.
On
Zonk is
occasion.
wrong. Oh, umbrella hat. Umbrella hat. Do you like chicken and tuna pizza? Because if you do, you're in the right place. You're a man with style and substance.
Yeah, but you're linking Genmaicha here, which is not English tea. This is a Japanese custom. Totally different.
Oh no, Henry Judas has got himself hurt.
Clarence. Well, Henry was on limited time, being on 15 points and as the dirty player, but yeah, he'll be fine.
Alright, we'll let that slide.
Have I got time to nip out for a sandwich? I'm really hungry now. Would it be all right if left on
Will it be alright left on Super? Yeah, fuck it, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
About the pizza again and have them all leave.
No, it's fine.
There's a good crowd in tonight. It's lively.
It is lively, isn't it?
You've got them all. They're all going. It's all lively.
Yeah.
Am I alright to nip out for 10
Yeah,
minutes?
go on. You run away. Honestly, it's not like you've known this fucking stream's happening all day. Fucking hell. No, go on. Go. I don't want to make...
I turned up early. It was very
Oh.
early, of course.
Yeah. What'd you do that for? The times I'll rock up earlier, I don't know, countable on one hand.
Well, it's only if it's only if I lie to you about what time something's starting.
By
a couple of hours. Then sometimes you're early.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and forage something.
Okay.
Get
Good.
my bush hat on. Go out and find some tucker.
Good luck foraging.
Like
Good luck foraging. Oh, sir. Now, I know I've got a problem with this, but I just don't think I can get away from wanting to surf this Black Orc. Now, if we go there, and I hypnogaze him, I can 1, 2, 3, and then I can blitz him. I can't stand there. This is really bad. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is really bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, then we get the push as well. Right, he's gone now. Bye, little Black Orc. Oh dear. Yes! Validation! Get in! Oh dear. I don't have a problem, but I can't stop a surf. Oh, this is terrible. Do I want to reroll the Bloodlust? Yeah, I suppose I do actually, don't I? Because I've already got Dodge. There's no GFIs. Yeah, go on then. Oh, he's Bloodlusted. Okay, that's a double 1. So he will then walk into the end zone. Bite the guy, score the goal. Zing! Oh dear. Woohoo! Winner! Why no reroll? I did reroll the Bloodlust, and I failed it. I rolled a double 1. Oh yeah, and I had Dodge, yeah. ba ba ba. So. I couldn't. You may think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. So let's have a look and see what we got. So how many KOs did we got? So we got all our KOs back, and he didn't. So it's looking good. Looking good for the movement 6 vampires. We're playing against what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 orcs versus 11 vampires. How good, bad were the both teams? Well, if both teams had a chef, then it'd cancel each other out, wouldn't it? Almost. Nothing falls off shelves in the Andy Dago household; it just gets served. Oh dear. Right, what are we going to do here? Let's do something fun. Where's the vampire with no skills? So we're on 20 points. Oh, 30 points. Tomo, you need to throw the ball, my friend. Now, I do want to kind of run down the field as quickly as possible here, because if we can score quickly and make this 2-0, one, the game's that sort of effectively over. And oh, actually, let's swap them round. And 2. Well, it just makes the game. In fact, it's just 1. It just makes the game effectively over. So throw to you. We've got a thrall in the middle, so we can go and place the thrall wherever we need it. Oh, he's on 5 points. Yeah, I don't think there are any good star players for the vampires really, other than the ridiculously expensive one. 2 Huijins, 1 chalice, get a free reroll. This is looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can throw. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. We'll get a possibility for a surf. Block, block. So take the POW and be non-greedy, take the push and go for the surf. Okay. Oh, failed at the last. Fuck's sake. This game's so not fair sometimes. So much for scoring quickly. And he failed his bloodlust roll. Yeah. Yes, curse those those yellow dice. Everyone else wants them, not me. Oh well. So I actually admit, I do want to go and try and score quickly. I do want to go and try and score quickly. You're playing the open ladder. Mio, that is really annoying when that happens, isn't it? Don't you get pauses though in the open ladder? I'm pretty sure you get pauses in it. But this is why I don't play in the open ladder. Just playing champ ladder. Even if you're not interested in money, at the end of it, just playing champ ladder, so you don't have to put up with the knobheads.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So you've missed me. Managed to. I tried to surf a Black Orc from 5 squares. We got to the last push and we knocked it over. So everything is not fun right now. I'm gutted, devastated. But oh well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Turn 1. What are we going to do? Let's run you to there. Now we're going to throw the ball.
All right, wonderful. 1-0 up, and is this now his drive and you've had the ball off him? Or
No, this is
our drive.
Yeah, we had the ball off in the last half, so this is our drive.
Jolly good.
Yep.
Almost.
Not a lot, really. So, we're just running down the field now. Ball's on a strength 4 blodge piece. Life's good.
Brexio's asking, what have I got? Tuna sandwich, mate, but no chicken. Ugh.
Missing out. Why would you not put chicken on it? You need to ask yourself that question.
Pseudonym asked, what would you have done if you'd failed Bloodlust on that blitz?
I re-rolled it. Pretty much. It was I was aware that there was a slight issue with that.
Umbrella hat. This is a tuna sandwich from Tesco's, mate. So just open and consume.
Turns you got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, go on then. Ooh, naughty 1 dice pal. Don't mind if I do.
Quick check, I haven't lost
There we go.
another one.
No, everyone's still here. He's just said, not only is my team better, but he's playing like a dork. And to be fair, that's not entirely true. It's just really hard. I have to admit, if the tables were turned, how would I feel about it? Well, it's hard work, isn't it?
What, he's saying your team is better, or he's saying
Yeah,
his
no,
team is better?
he's saying mine. His is better. I'm just saying, well, it's hard work. He's struggling without Varag. I think that's the issue. Varag was really important to him. And because of Varag with a mighty blow armor 7 against our armor 7, was the thing he needed to do that. He needed some Varag stuff, and so letting me block it in the first turn and then knock it over. Yeah, right, we got lucky, we knocked it out, but I would have stood on it. So, well.
Yes, it's going very well.
Yeah. The crowd are obsessed with they think I've got a problem surfing things. Oh, to be honest, I think I don't.
They were all for it when we suggested it earlier.
Yeah, I think they're still for it. I just think they think that I shouldn't surf so much.
Well, without Mighty Blow, it's one of the most effective ways of getting rid of players, isn't it? And we've got a beer stand.
We haven't. I've gone for a rest area because I'm naughty.
Oh.
Yeah.
We normally have a beer stand.
Really? Really?
Oh, God, no.
You know what? Andy's kryptonite being red diced uphill. That's probably my kryptonite, isn't it? It's just life's hard. Life's hard.
Ah.
Oh well. Alright, we're going to go score this turn. Oh, go on. Get in.
And not only that, but
He'd already levelled. He had already levelled, unfortunately. But it's still not. It's still nice, isn't it?
Oh, right. Neoasses are dice streaky sometimes. Yeah, they are. Yes, true. That seems that way.
Yeah. Right. I'm not going to make the go for it, but I am going to be able to then stand and bite him if we fail the bloodlust. We didn't. So let's score. Woo! 2-0. Should expect him to concede now. Oh, there's Varag coming back. Is he going to do a thing?
So, for Tomo, our newly levelled vampire, what skill you fancy?
Well, that's the question. I might. What do you think? Because I'm thinking Mighty Blow, but what do you think? Do we want a Mighty Blow one, or do we want a Frenzy one? A Frenzy one! Just for
room for both. A tackle one wouldn't be insane. That's the problem. I honestly don't know. Any of those you would get lots of use out of. Guard slightly less so because of Hypnotic Gaze can kind of get you out of needing so much guard.
Yeah.
Probably Mighty Blow or Frenzy, one of those two, I would say. And then we need a tackle one at some stage.
What does the stream think?
Yeah, what would you take, folks? Blodge Vampire, 3rd skill. What's it going to be?
Get him, Matt. Thick skull, strong arm. Dearie me. Sidestep. Sidestep's not bad.
Yeah, so sidestep has got a lot to commend it, especially with diving tackle, which you can get. That's a late vampire build, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like Mighty Blow or Frenzy for me. Those would be my two favourites.
Mighty Blow and Frenzy are my 2 favourites, I have to admit. Strength. Yeah, little bars. I'll take strength. That's definitely on the table. I'd choose that.
I think I'd rather have agility than strength. You could really take the push.
Ooh. Oh no. That's disappointing. Oh, he needs to secure the ball. He needs to not do that. Oh dear.
You're being controversial, Vajackal. In case anyone's wondering, no, you probably wouldn't take AV.
Oh, never. Never. I'd never follow you.
Quite a few suggestions for sidestep.
Yeah, it's not a bad skill choice. We're gonna get lucky and get the hypno off. We are. Good. Hey. You staying?
Oh dear, that was a bit harsh. Wasn't that? Off he goes. He'll be fine.
I can't get a thrall through, so he's gonna have to chance it.
Sorry, CM, I missed the plus move comment. There's quite a few comments whizzing by.
You know what? Let's not leave you there.
Yeah, move as a 3rd skill on a vampire. Yep, smashing. Yeah, no problem with that.
Oops. Yeah, move 7. I'd definitely take that. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, hello. The only slight thing with movement on vampires is you do need to usually take a thrall with you wherever you go, kind of thing.
Yeah, which
like
is
mum's attitude on leaving the house with a coat on, you know.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've got the problem at the moment. Right now, is that I didn't take a thrall with me. We're now suffering because of it a little bit. So I had to re-roll that bloodlust, which meant we had to stop doing what we were doing. Still, not the end of the world. First skill move, no brainer in my books. We were offered Sire, we were offered movement, and I turned it down because block and dodge are so strong. Blodge strength 4. Yes, very good. There we go. Blodge strength 4 doing a thing. It forced the blitz with that one player, and the dodge saved me.
Oh, sorry, mate. We can't please everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it was definitely right, but I do think that at lower team value, in Champ Ladder it was right. We discussed it at the time, didn't we? We said that if this was a league team, probably wouldn't. I'd probably take the movement. but because it was a champ ladder team where TV matters and you need instant gratification, we went for the thing.
The thing is, I mean, for going dodge tector is, I see where you're going with it, but again, because the vampires heavily benefit from their mobility, that they are hypnotizing things and wriggling around things, having dodge is very helpful. Weewa, good evening. G'day, Nurgus.
This is game 2, Nurgis. Game 1 didn't go so well, unfortunately. We played against someone else in the stream, and it was a bit of a clusterfuck. But you get them from time to time, so we weren't sad about it. We just dusted ourselves off and carried on. I think that was the right way to be as well, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the other vamp? Oh, he KO'd him. I think I'm going to do... Go on.
I'm just going to respond to Simar, who is very adamant that we should have taken the move on a vampire no matter what. It's marginal stuff, mate. It's definitely beneficial. And we're talking about a level 3 vampire with plus movement and blodge, and everyone agrees that's a great thing. In which order you do them? There's a lot of considerations, and I don't think either is wrong.
Alright, we're going to go for the slightly riskier play. 3+, 2+, as opposed to some 2+s. Because the payoff is much stronger. Much stronger.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Right, well we got what I was looking for.
Oh, steady on me. You've stunned that one. Well, that's quite beneficial.
Yep.
Be quite nice to hypnotise the line orc next to the bull, but it is a -1 modifier, isn't it, with that blitzer stood next to it? Sorry, the other lineman stood next to it.
I'm just going to throw it. What's that throw? Okay, that was to get him on his feet because I can do a free bite anyway, and a vampire on its feet is much better than a vampire not on its feet. So we'll do that.
He was getting his own following here. Need a little icon so you can sub to Weewa. Anania, yes, indeed. Many an opponent would have salted out by now, so no, well done to Hairgear for sportingly continuing.
Yep, there we go, we're in. Okay, so he's got all his KOs back now. Oops. Okay, alright, let's put some unskilled ones on the line. Did we not get our KOs back? No.
That could also be a factor, but you know, let's be nice about him. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Dalchu's kind of pointing out that he could be sat here on full concedes and just seething, but can't do anything about it.
Possibly. I do think, with the nicest will in the world, I suspect this coach is at the newer end of the spectrum. But he's not being arrogant. He's not being rude. We are having slightly the better dice, so you know.
Umbrella Hat's asking, what about
No.
Rog on a vampire or jump up?
No. So the reason you don't take, you'll never see wrestle on a vampire, is because at the end of the turn, if you have to bloodlust, you need to be stood up to do the bite. So if you've rolled skull both down, you're then forced to wrestle, and the wrestle then drags you down, so you can't bite and you get sent off. So no, you should never ever put wrestle on vampires. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yes, sounds sensible. Steinberg asks, by the way, we can't see the star player points of the players. Has Andy moved a little bit?
Oh,
I'm not sure what you mean there.
what does he mean? Oh, does he mean on the camera? Um,
Oh yeah, the window. Your Windows
oh, the
team
window's
center. It's not in the
floated.
corner.
That's really weird because
Yeah,
it is in the
it's
corner on my
drifted.
screen. Right, hang on
Yeah,
a sec.
you got about a thumb width there. Well spotted, Steinberg. I think it displays differently in Andy's view. Just move it southwest a smidge.
Right,
That'll do the trick.
moved.
Then you can go more west than that,
Oh, why's it on that?
and more south, in fact.
Hang on a sec. Oh, oh yeah. There we go.
You go right in the corner. Right in the corner. Come on. Bit further down.
There we go. Should fix it. That should fix it.
There we go. Get back in your corner, you.
Okay, right. Oh, we got 1 on 5 for our player points. Charge. I'd very much like to put some star player points on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to go there. So little thrall friend, you need to go there.
Are you trying to score with Sunders?
Yeah. 3 turns to score with him.
Oh, Dalch, you're just taking that idea and running with it. Have you tried, instead of agility goblins, underworld goblins with the 2 heads? Because, of course, you can give them horns as well.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could ever get a goblin with wrestle, you go wrestle, strip ball and horns. They're very good. They're very good.
Oscar, a combination. That's probably reasonably accurate, but also Andy's had pretty good dice this game. Didn't against you. I mean, they've not been amazing, have they? It's not been outrageous, but they've been broadly cooperative, I would say.
Yeah, they've behaved themselves. They have behaved themselves. So, just trying to work out what should we do next, because I can't decide what we should play next game. Because the Vamps are coming along all right. They probably only need another 10 games into them and we're done. So do we continue and persevere with the vampires, or do we do another team? You're welcome to join for a little while, Nergus. Yeah, sure. Slan. Ha. I wondered about Slan.
Could. It depends how hard are you trying to qualify. Because you can qualify with the Vamps, probably, but then winning it is a different matter. Competitively, Chaos or Wood Elves would maybe Dark Elves your best chance of actually winning the playoffs if you're trying hard to.
Right,
Or at
okay.
least give you a fighting chance. Yeah, I think folks are maybe a little bit Kislev out. Everybody's playing Kislev, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the streamers are showing that.
I actually wondered whether people will be interested in any Amazons, because Amazons you can properly take the piss with.
You know what would happen though? You play Amazons and then you just come across a succession of dwarves and then you'd explode.
Yeah, there is
Would
that,
be
I
happy.
suppose. There is that, I suppose. Oh. I wonder if I'm going to get lucky here. We get the knockdown. Oh, we do. And that's lucky because I get that thrall back for free, which honestly is not easy to say.
I guess I should have chosen a different phrase, Yeti. When I was saying win it with, I wasn't implying that this was a foregone conclusion by any means. I just meant give best chance to have a competitive stab at it. So if you were trying to make a tilt at doing well in the playoffs, Andy,
Yep.
what race would be your weapon of choice?
Dark Elves or Chaos, but that's what I like playing.
Oh, Tony's put a poll up.
Is he? Is it a big poll?
It's a bunch with races: Vamps, Kislev, Gobbos, Ogres, Underworld, Chorse, Flings, Vampires with Chin Punch.
I don't know what Chin Punch is. Someone referenced it earlier. I thought they were just being difficult.
See, I'd quite like Underworld.
No, there's a line. I draw a line at something, and that thing is Underworld. There we go. Oh, Chin Punch is Mighty Blow. Okay. Flings, no. There's about 3 races I would veto. Flings is one. Skaven. Ogres, yeah. Yeah, we're running out. Those 3. Ogres are shit. Oh God, what did I just say? Hello, Charlie. Hate Skaven. Okay, so our opponent's just ended turn. We'll go and walk it in now. So what we might throw it to this vampire from that vampire for maximum star player point effect.
Total flamboyance.
Yeah.
No, Tony's right. Chin Punch, that does pretty much sum it up, doesn't it? That is what it is. It's a chin being punched. No, I can go with that.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Don't take his tongue off. Dear.
Wow. There we go.
Hey! Ooh, dear me, I was delighted with that. I did somersault there.
He's very pleased with that. Racist ogres are people too.
Little twirl. Oh, and polite manners. Thank you for throwing me that pass. Bow. Lovely manners. Why are our cheerleaders a bunch of dwarves?
It's
Did you
because
have a choice?
yeah, I chose him. Yeah. Is that wrong?
Oh, with all those drums that look like Adam and the Ants. Because we played a lot of Skaven in perpetual leagues, they can just be irritating. Competitive team, but they rely on repeatedly trying high risk strategies in the hope that one of them will pay off, which isn't. I don't think either Andy or I particularly play that way.
No, I don't. No.
Umbrella Hat's not that old. God, fairly famous. It's like, have you heard of the Beatles? They're older.
Sure, that's irritating and high risk. No.
What's happening now?
He's setting up.
Any point?
He was. No, he just. Well, you'll see. I apologise to him for him having bad dice.
Actually, sporting of you.
Yeah. Well, here on Davo Vision, we like to try and not be salty when at all possible, because then when I am salty, I feel like I'm allowed to be occasionally. Because a lot of the time, when it's going horribly wrong for me, and I go, meh, it's shit. If I say it all the time, then it just sounds shit, doesn't it?
I'm not familiar with Ray Charles' version of Eleanor Rigby very much. Am I missing out? So, have we got any closer to deciding what to play next?
No, I don't think so. You've offset your salt by spreading pleasantness. Hey!
He has just won 4-0, Nurgis. That is the subtle factor that you're overlooking. Little ray of sunshine, he's just won 4-0.
Oh dear. We were.
Well, that's not bad, Village. Yeah, I did a quick 20 seconds, but it's alright, that.
We won and got 60 for our winnings. That's good, isn't it?
Oh, Sundis got MVP as well. Happy days, because that little cheeky greed pass you did now means he levels.
22. Yeah, we picked up 22 star player points. It's pretty good haul. So, both vampires leveled and a thrall. So let's have a look and see what Sundisk picks up. Level up. Sundisk is a normal skill. That's going to be dodge, I think. Gives them all dodge so we can actually move around with them. Tomo, what have you leveled up and taken?
Get you equal.
I saw the 6 and we then saw the 3.
My blow, frenzy.
My blow frenzy. My blow frenzy. I don't know. My blow frenzy. Frenzy's just insane. Frenzy, I'm really setting my stall out here, aren't I? Mighty Blow's probably the correct choice. Frenzy's more fun.
Get a Mighty Blow on, then you can power level and get Frenzy.
Frenzy. How do I walk away from Frenzy? How do I walk away from Frenzy?
Joe, when we were speculating earlier, those 3 were the choices that we also highlighted: Tackle, Frenzy, or Mighty Bow.
Yeah.
Oh, Shatter Dice, yes, indeed we can. We had
Fuck it.
on the a Flaming Death Chaos team, a block Juggernaut Frenzy goat that was a lot of fun till he died.
Again.
Um,
He died a lot. Rescue. Do we need a kick player? I think I'm going to take Wrestle again.
Joe, that's true that Frenzy is poor man's tackle, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 bites of the cherry.